Now on CoastTV News.
Meter money moves as Rehoboth Beach considers changes to its parking season. We'll show you the pushback from the public. And Slaughter Beach stance how town officials are using policies in place in other communities to craft its marijuana ordinance.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Elisa Weber and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. Our top story this morning, we could see another Delmarva community take the next step in regulating marijuana. Tonight, the Slaughter Beach Town Council is scheduled to review an ordinance on the drug, and this one is looking very similar to another ordinance in another city, and that is Milford. According to town officials, they are attempting to mirror Milford's marijuana zoning ordinance. And right now, Milford only allows for the sale of medical marijuana. And it was back in January, Milford City Council approved an ordinance that bans the recreational sale of pot. And here's where other towns on Delmarva stand. Georgetown, Milton, Millsboro, Ocean City, South Bethany, and Rehoboth Beach have banned retail marijuana sales completely. But Lewis has been considering regulations to allow it. And this morning in Rehoboth Beach, city officials looked at ways to bring in even more money from parking by reviewing recommendations from a parking study. Most people responding to a questionnaire were against increasing the parking season. And Rehoboth Beach went with a new season starting May 1st through October 31st. The majority of people did not want enforcement of parking permits in non-metered areas. And here's what one business owner in Rehoboth Beach told CoastTV.
I think it feels like the city council may be a little out of touch as far as considering the seasonality of the area and the business owners and what we expect and rely on.
At that meeting this morning, officials came to the decision to further discuss this topic at their meeting on April 15th. And also, two Sussex County communities will gather to discuss their budget today. In Lewis, officials could approve the budget for fiscal year 2026, which begins on April 1st. And in Georgetown, officials will present their budget for fiscal year 2026 as well. We are taking a live look outside at Rehoboth Beach this morning, and our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trahey, is going to join us. Bob, this is our first day, work day with that time change and everything. How are you feeling this morning? The sun is out a little bit later in the morning.
Absolutely, Lisa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Delmarva. Getting used to the time change slowly but surely. Had a little bit of jet lag yesterday, but as we saw in that camera shot, the sea's very flat with light winds. We like to see that. 54 in Georgetown, 54 in Seaford. We're warming up nicely. Even 58 in Rehoboth, 55 in Bethany Beach. I think later today we see a sea breeze starting to knock your temperatures down. As we are looking at a west-northwest breeze right now at about 4 to 8 miles per hour at the coast. Calm inland areas, but I think that breeze will come off the ocean a little bit later on. As we are seeing some cirrus clouds across Delmarva, these actually coming off a system to our south. As we have high pressure in place keeping us dry, it's rainy across the deep south and the southeast, but high pressure will be keeping this system south of us as we go through time. But we'll see some of the clouds with it into the afternoon. Here's noon, 50s to around 60 in Long Neck, and then those temperatures starting to fall at the beaches as the onshore flow kicks in. But inland areas, we're in the lower 60s from Salisbury to Millsboro, so pretty mild there. Make sure you have your windbreaker along the coast. It'll be cooler there, and thankfully the winds much quieter. They will be variable with highs in the lower 60s away from the beaches and cooler at the coast. We're looking at a quiet week weather-wise for Delmarva. A little dip Wednesday and then milder for the end of the week. Much more on your forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Bob. And Milford is looking ahead and celebrating its teachers. They're asking people in the school district for their input because the 2026 Teacher of the Year nominations are now open. A form can be found on the Milford District Facebook page, and school officials say you can nominate any teacher that has made a difference through dedication, innovation, and passion. We have developing news in Delmar. The Delmar Fire Department responded to a crash Sunday night. This happened around 9 p.m. on St. George's Road. Air transportation was used for one patient, and Delaware State Police say they will continue to determine what caused this crash. And happening now in Selbyville, police are searching for a man who assaulted a woman on Sunday. According to police, Joshua Kaczynski poured a drink on a woman at a McDonald's and verbally assaulted her. Officials say Kaczynski left on a bicycle, and they're asking the public for any information on his location. And we are now taking a live look at Washington, D.C., where we start a week dealing with tariffs and the potential of a government shutdown. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutkin confirms 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum will take place this Wednesday. Also, as NBC's Alice Barr shows us, President Trump is urging his party to support a bill to avert a government shutdown.
Two big deadlines this week as more tariffs are set to take effect on Wednesday before Congress must pass a government funding bill by Friday or face a government shutdown.
Could happen.
President Trump acknowledging the risk while voicing confidence in a short-term funding bill House Speaker Mike Johnson aims to bring for a vote tomorrow. It includes an increase in defense spending with cuts in other areas, but faces Republican criticism already.
The CR is terrible on defense and the border.
Even if the slim GOP majority can carry the bill through the House, it would require yes votes from some Senate Democrats, outraged over potential cuts to health care and food assistance and over DOGE cuts they argue strip away congressional authority.
Until I see some assurances that whatever we pass next week is going to ensure that the money is spent the way Congress intends, I'm going to withhold my vote until I see that.
That as President Trump was asked in a Fox News interview whether he expects a recession this year.
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big.
His Commerce Secretary more clear-cut.
There's going to be no recession in America.
Both defending the administration's tariff policy with a new 25% tariff on all steel and aluminum imports into the U.S. set to kick in this week.
I think the tariffs are going to be the greatest thing we've ever done as a country.
The president arguing his sweeping tariff plans will bring back lost American factories and jobs long-term as U.S. businesses and consumers brace for short-term pain. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Coming up, DelDOT's unique clanker system, almost 2 months of success at the Mississippi River Bridge in Milford.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Come out to the Race for Open Space 5K in Willis at George H.P. Smith Park on Saturday, April 5th at 9 a.m. Have fun with a 5K run and 1 mile walk with refreshments from Lloyd's Market and other local businesses, plus t-shirts and free health care awareness by BB Hospital. Proceeds go to support the permanent preservation of 4th Street Preserve, a 30-acre forested property for wildlife and native plants featuring minimal impact walking trails. Register for the race at osalewis.org.
I actually had a baby tooth that never came out.
My bottom teeth were a little crooked.
One of my bottom teeth did not grow in as a child.
I didn't even have a tooth.
I had some crowding, so Smiles Correct worked great for me.
It's never too late to get things straight.
Smiles Correct clear aligners are made in-house at Tillman Orthodontics, so you'll save time and money.
It was helpful that you guys had 2 separate locations.
You can only get Smiles Correct at Tillman Orthodontics.
Learn more about Smiles Correct clear aligners with a free consultation.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Are you ready?
Tuesday at 7 on CoastTV.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, finally.
Are you ready for it? Step up to the podium and grab your buzzer.
Ain't no party like a Jeopardy party.
Tuesday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
If you've driven in Milford recently, specifically on South Rehoboth Boulevard, you've probably seen bright orange boat buoys hanging in the air, and this DelDOT system called clankers are supposed to prevent drivers from hitting bridges by making a loud noise to warn them. At the Mississippi River Bridge in Milford, DelDOT says that system has been a success for almost 2 months.
I think it's wonderful.
If it saves an accident, and that bridge was out, it was so inconvenient for the Milford people. I think it's wonderful. If it saves somebody from hitting the bridge, it's great.
The almost 100-year-old bridge has been hit more than 7 times over the past 10 years, and some of those accidents have caused the bridge to be closed for months. And tonight in Lewis, the effort to limit erosion to the Blockhouse Pond. That pond is located near BB Hospital, and Mayor Andrew Williams and the City Council could take action on a plan. Here's a look at that pond right now, and you can see some of the edges have gotten steep and jagged. City officials say there are 3 ideas on the table to possibly fix it. These include building a wall along the edge, placing riprap and stones along the shore, or building a living wall, a natural layer that would protect the shoreline. If a decision is made tonight, city leaders say a study will be needed before any design is implemented.
We're seeing some wispy high clouds on the FH Fair camera in Cambridge. Look at that water, absolute glass. It is calm, and we're warming up today into the 50s to around 60 degrees, even warmer inland as the winds have died down, thankfully. We're warming up the next couple of days, a brief cool down Wednesday, and then another late week warm up and down temperatures. Congratulations to Ken Bernard from Seaford. He is our latest umbrella winner, courtesy of Paul Davis and Coast TV. I'll have more on the warmer temperatures and when rain could be headed our way after the break.
Before I had my hearing loss treated at Mass Audiology, I had a hard time trying to participate in daily activities. Now I can hear.
If you're having trouble hearing, you should schedule a diagnostic hearing evaluation with an audiologist. If a hearing aid is necessary, the audiologist should prescribe a hearing aid and verify it using real ear measurements to ensure that it fits your needs. Call Mass Audiology and ask how Signia hearing aids can treat your hearing loss. To learn more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
On August 1st of 1924, my great-grandfather, Samuel E. Shockley, met in Willards with a small group of men.
The only way that they could allocate capital through this area of Wicomico County was to build a bank.
They wanted a bank that could be used by the common man.
It's really rewarding to hear a customer who comes in and says, you know, your grandfather gave me my first loan.
It will not be about machines, computers, cell phones. Banking will always be about people.
Coverage on the road, along the coast, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Does your home need new flooring? At Master Carpet Guy, we have the best carpet and LVP in stock. Don't forget to mention that LVP starts at $1.99. Oh yeah, he always says that. Cash and carry LVP started at $1.99. Okay, it's my turn. We have tons of pretty carpet options.
Sorry guys, I'm late. I couldn't find my glasses and I'm out of shirts.
That's the Carpet Guy.
Flooring done right.
Lighten up your week. Subscribe to the Coast TV Feel Good Friday newsletter. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com. Get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox. The Karen Reed murder trial. Exclusive new video behind the scenes. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
We're kicking off the new work week in fine fashion. A beautiful day, some high wispy clouds. Here's a tunnel and razor cam. You can see the winds are light on the weather station here, just kind of variable. And that's great because that means flat water for a change on the Delaware Bay and the ocean too. 57 in Lewis right now, and we'll be warming into the upper 50s, maybe near 60 in Lewis. But I think farther inland, that's where it's going to be milder away from the coast, low to maybe mid 60s. A lot of the coastal areas are staying in the 50s today. Then we head into the midweek time period. It remains dry, but we're looking at a backdoor cold front. It's going to be rain-free, but that's going to knock our temperatures down into the 50s. But I think we're still looking at above normal temperatures at that time. And we've got a pretty cool thing happening on Friday. It's a full moon and eclipse. It's the worm moon, named after the earthworms that emerge from thawing soil. How about that? It's coinciding with the total lunar eclipse. So Friday morning, check it out. And you're going to have to be an early bird. It begins at 1:05. 109. And then by, say, 226, it's the total eclipse. And that moon will take on that orange to red shade. Maximum eclipse around 3 a.m. Then 3:30, the eclipse ends. And then it's a partial eclipse as we go into 4:47. Our next total eclipse will be March 3rd of next year. So try to catch this one. 54 in Georgetown, 58 in Milton right now. Even 50s at the coast. 51 Ocean City, Bethany Beach 56, and Rehoboth at 58. But I think a sea breeze will kick in a little bit later today and start to cool you off along the coast. But right now, winds are calm and drifting out of the northwest as we're seeing some of those high wispy clouds right now. And that'll be the case as we go into the afternoon as high pressure is in charge. That is keeping a wet system to our south. Low pressure up the southeast coast, rain through Atlanta into the Piedmont of North Carolina and Florida. But this storm will be scooting to the east as high pressure will keep us dry. Just some clouds from that system. And we're looking at a lot of high pressure around that storm. So not a lot going on. Here's Futurecast this afternoon. Here's noon. Temperatures in the upper 50s. Cooler at the coast. And then I think we'll see lower 60s around 2 p.m. from Salisbury to Georgetown. But the coast, 40s and 50s for you, while inland we're into the low 60s. So very pleasant conditions. But have that windbreaker at the coast. It'll be cooler there. And then temperatures falling overnight with clear skies through the 40s. And eventually I think we're into the 30s tomorrow morning. I think it will be staying above freezing at that time. And Tuesday's a beautiful day and a little warmer. Look at this, mid 60s away from the coast, but 40s and 50s at the coast. That Atlantic Ocean still very cold as a backdoor cold front moves in on Wednesday, and that will usher in cooler air with a milder air poised to our south and west. And then that will lift as a warm front as we go into the end of the week with 60s and maybe lower 70s. There's that sea breeze kicking in this afternoon, keeping you cooler at the coast, and then that spreads inland. And then we're looking at variable winds as we go into your Tuesday, but pretty light, nothing especially strong. And then it looks like our next rain chance comes on Sunday. Saturday is dry, but then with the front, we're looking at rain. That could be heavy at times Sunday night, and then it looks like it clears out by St. Patrick's Day. 64 this afternoon, partly cloudy and mild. 36 tonight, partly cloudy and cold, and then beautiful day on Tuesday. This could be the pick day of the week, 67 the high. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. There's a cool down Wednesday, 56 degrees. And then we start to warm it up through the end of the week through the 60s. It remains dry. Increase of clouds Saturday, 67. Then that rain chance later Sunday. Could be a soaker, a high around 70.
Thank you, Bob. And if you're having a rough week, you can share up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up right now for free at CoastTV.com and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday. And here's a look at what's coming up this afternoon on Coast Life at 4. We know Mondays are hard, but here on Delmarva, you've got some Coast Life to brighten up your Monday. Here's what's coming up today on the show. Because it's Monday, we've got some jokes.
Plus, we're going to put a quarter in the Wayback Machine and take a look at history in Ocean Pines.
And we know that things can be very overstimulating. A lot of anxiety going on in the world. We're going to treat you to some sound therapy later on the show. That's all coming up today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach has been serving award-winning Italian food since 2008. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves traditional and coastal Italian cuisine, pairing Mediterranean flavors with fresh seafood and local produce. Lupo has an extensive all-Italian wine list, monthly wine dinners, and a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Popular dishes include chicken parmesan, lobster bucatini, and veal meatballs. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Middays with April, weekdays 10 to 3 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Dorchester County Office of Tourism.
Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the Law Office of Trapnickel steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapnickel. Your priority is our priority.
Don't settle for anything less than the best. Go Glass has developed a premium series of shower enclosures designed for homeowners who appreciate elegance and quality. Choose the Herring series for a frameless, spa-like feel. Our Chesapeake series sails smoothly along the track, maximizing your space. Combine strength and piece. Our Peninsula series is for you. Go Glass brings your dream shower to life. Your shower, your way. Repair, replace, upgrade, or enhance. Go Glass is your one-stop shop for everything glass, friendly and fast.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Are you ready?
Monday at 7 on CoastTV.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, finally.
Are you ready for it? Step up to the podium and grab your buzzer.
Ain't no party like a Jeopardy party.
Monday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
If you rely on public transportation in Delaware, listen up. DART is working to update people about upcoming service changes. This will be in the form of workshops across the state, and these changes are set to go into effect in May. In Rehoboth Beach, you can attend that workshop at the public library on March 18th at 2 p.m. And take a look at the Delaware Unified Basketball State Championship game. Indian River's Trey Hill with the putback at the buzzer. The Indians defeated Cesar Rodney to win that title. Congratulations to the team for bringing back some hardware to Sussex County. And coming up tonight on DSN, your game of the night at 8 p.m., the Salisbury Stakes will take on United Elite in soccer. Then you can catch a full recap of all of that action on the final score at 10:30.
Spring cleaning is simple with a mold-resistant, easy-to-maintain tub and shower from Coastal Bath Company. With countless 5-star reviews, you know you're in good hands.
The acrylic in the bathroom holds up as advertised.
It's easy to maintain. It's easy to clean.
I highly recommend Coastal Bath. They do an awesome job.
Enjoy 18 months of no payments and no interest, plus $1,500 off your new bathroom remodel.
Don't wait. Call Coastal Bath today. Local and family owned, Coastal Bath.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Did you know that Homewell Care Services provides more than just care to seniors? Sometimes even a caretaker needs caregiving. That's why Homewell Care Services provides flexible options to help you foster a more balanced home environment. Whether you need long-term support or are recovering from a recent injury or illness, Homewell creates a personalized plan for you. Our staff is committed to providing exceptional care to clients ages 18 and up and prioritizing peace of mind. Call Homewell Care Services today or visit homewellcares.com to learn more.
Surface Solutions is a different kind of paving company. We believe that our reputation is more important than how much money we make. If we take care of our customers and ensure they have the best experience possible, financial success will find us. In our business, every job's not profitable, but we understand that going in. Your project will be done the right way no matter the outcome for us. It's all about doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. My best days are when we start with a customer and end with a new friend.
Did your mother take out credit cards without asking you?
Several of them.
Moving in with mom put the bite on her son.
How much was your dental bill that you charged to him?
It was like $3,000.
Children don't pay for their mother's teeth.
And the bank had to eat the rest.
You still living in the house?
The house ended up burning.
Oh, that's convenient.
We were under foreclosure, though.
Also convenient. This is some family.
Next Judge Judy.
Monday at 2 on CoastTV.
A case of measles has been confirmed in a Maryland person who recently traveled internationally. This is being confirmed by the Maryland Department of Health and Howard County health officials. Officials would not give any other details about that patient, except that people may have been exposed the evening of Wednesday, March 5th at Washington International Airport. And the Center for Disease Control and Prevention reportedly plans to study vaccines and autism. A person familiar with the situation said the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services requested that study despite strong evidence that vaccines do not cause autism. The CDC has already published several studies related to this matter. none have found any evidence to suggest vaccines increase the risk of autism or other neurodevelopmental disorders. In case you missed it, Milton took to the streets on Sunday to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but before the parade began, it was the 12th annual 5K run. And after the run, thousands gathered to celebrate the holiday with the parade. And at that parade, there were marching bands, classic cars and tractors, and of course, businesses decked out in green, all raising funds for the Milton Fire Department, Chamber of Commerce Community Foundation.
And beautiful weather for the parade in Milton, and beautiful weather out the door right now in Cambridge. Wispy clouds, temperatures into the 50s. We'll be warming it up into the 60s away from the coast, and thankfully the winds have died down to start the week, and that'll be the case the next couple of days. We keep it mild, a brief cool down Wednesday, and then a late week warm up. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by Brockstead Mandalis Federico. I'll have your 10-day forecast taking us through St. Patrick's Day after the break.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply has the parts you need. For over 30 years, we've been here to help.
Our knowledgeable staff is supplied by 30,000 square feet of inventory.
You'll get the parts you need for your job.
No matter the manufactured home or class, size, or style of your RV, we have you covered. Plumbing, electrical, windows, doors, tubs, showers, roofing, and skirting. Beach Mobile Home and RV Supply, your home improvement superstore for all your manufactured housing and RV needs.
I honestly don't know where I'd be without my wife and two sons. It's hard to imagine. You want to present yourself in a good way, present yourself as a good role model. Not that that's an issue, but it's always in the back of my mind. Hey, is this the way I want them to see? Is this the way I want them to be? I just can't imagine not having that family, people I'm with, part of my life. I just can't imagine it.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to.
We're seeing that stronger March sun. Make sure you have the sunscreen this afternoon. And if you're along the coast, make sure you have a heavier jacket because I think temperatures will fall through the 50s with the sea breeze. But inland areas, we're looking at lower 60s, light winds, and then quiet this evening with temperatures falling from the 40s into the 30s eventually tomorrow morning, around 36. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Tuesday, I think it's the nicest day of the week with a high of 67 with sunshine. Then we see that cold front coming through on Wednesday, cooling us back into the mid-50s. 50s, but then temperatures recover Thursday and Friday, warming through the 60s. We start the weekend dry as Saturday, 67, then increasing rain. Could be heavier on Sunday with a high of 70. Then it clears out for St. Patrick's Day, Monday, 59, and a little milder and dry Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. And for more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Don't forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Have a great day.